What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Brighton Career Mode. This is Season 1, Episode 6, and this is going to be a massive one. If you guys haven't already, make sure you drop that like button, subscribe with the bell. It means a whole lot to me. But without any further ado, we have a massive episode coming up. We're going to be facing likes of Ajax, Sheffield United, Nottingham Forest, aka Athens, and we could potentially even be playing Chelsea. We'll see how far we get through this episode. But yeah, first up, we're gonna start this episode off with a scout report. We haven't really found too many impressive players apart from a few decent ones here or there, which we have signed up, to the first team, but to the senior squad, but not to the first team because they're obviously not higher rated enough. But you guys definitely have seen the title and thumbnail already, so yeah, you guys do know what is coming up. That will be coming up towards the middle to end of the episode, where not gonna spoil it, but where the new players have come in, and when youngsters are making their first appearance. So yeah, very exciting to see. But our Champions League hopes could, not Champions League, getting too excited. Our Europa League hopes could be, gone now, because we do face Ajax first up in this episode, and we get absolutely annihilated away from home at the Johan Cruyff Arena. They smashed two past us in the first half. Both of them quite good goals. Our defence is just quite not good enough just yet. Forbes and Steven Berghaus both scoring one each past us in the first half. In the second half, it didn't get much better for our side. It was very unlucky, very frustrating second half. They do go for a dink, and we do clear it off the line, but unfortunately the clearance off the line is straight back into an Ajax player, so very unfortunate to go 3-0 down, and our Europa League hopes are probably done. Brighton have overachieved massively in real life. I am looking to come top 10, and then maybe next season fight for the top 5 positions, due to they've just overachieved Brighton in real life because they're just that good of a team. The Zerbi's just great, but the player ratings and all that is just not gonna really help us in the career mode. But yeah, the game ends 3-0, and we're not looking good in the Europa League. But anyway, we'll move on from that. We've got another Europa League game coming up soon. Sheffield United, we do get a solid 1-0 win with Ansu Fati to score the goal. Here with Portugal, we did sign a great talent there with 600k value. But yeah, which he is going to be one of the players who do just maybe get a game in the Premier League, but we'll see how things go. But next up, with that Ecuador scout report, there was not much talent. We did sign a player or two, but there wasn't anything great as good as the Portuguese one. So we're gonna go up against Nottingham Forest next up. And at the City Ground, it's not going to be very easy. Forest, who have such a good record at home, it's going to be very tough to break them down and, hopefully take 3 points away and, look to climb up the league table a little bit more, as we are sort of slipping up a little bit right now. But, yeah, hopefully we can, get back into the groove of things and score a bit more goals, because offensively we haven't been doing quite well. Defensively also haven't been doing quite well. But yeah, Forest definitely have been the better side in this first half. It ends 0-0, but we basically didn't have any chances in the first half. Forest just managed the game really well. They definitely should have been in the lead going into the second half, but to give credit to their goalkeeper Verbruggen, making 2 massive saves in the first half to keep us in it. And then in the second half, it was more or less the same story. Forest putting on the pressure, but yeah, we also made a few substitutions to freshen up the legs throughout the spine of the team. Down the middle, Billy Gilmore coming in, and the likes of Joel Pedro coming off, and Jamie Vardy, and Ciso and Evan Ferguson to come on. But in the last kick of the game, basically, we had a free kick just outside the box. Ansu Fati, who did take it, and it was a decent shot, but I didn't want it. It didn't get enough power on it. That was just simply the end. But this match did end up 0-0 at full time. But yeah, as you guys can see, we are currently not doing quite well. In the Europa League here, we are sat at 3rd position with 4 points. 4 points and 4 games played. So if we want a chance to be in, qualify for Europa League knockout stages, we're gonna have to win this game, and it's gonna have to be a thrashing. But if you guys do remember last time out, we did lose, I believe, 2-1 to this team, and I don't know what it's about, but they're just I don't know who they are, but they're just doing well against us, and we just can't defend against them. They do have some very, very good fast players. Obviously James Milner playing right back is not ideal, but that's what happens sometimes when you are left short in certain positions. Players do have to come in and fill in for other roles, so maybe not the best idea to play James Milner at right back, but fresh legs is always going to be important, and we're going to definitely need those, as we are going to come up against a few tough teams coming up. But we couldn't really ask for a better start here away from home. Evan Ferguson starting the day off really, really well, scoring quite a good goal. It was a great ball from Joel Pedro, and just in time from the keeper to come in and sweep the ball up. Evan Ferguson manages to get the shot away and takes us 1-0 up, but we were able to see the rest of the first half out, and the second half, all we needed to do is maybe double our lead to secure all 3 points. But unfortunately, as it came to the final 20 minutes or so in this game, the opposition team decided to step it up a few gears, and they managed to get one back, and within a few minutes, you already know, with a bit of jam and luck for this team, they managed to get 2 goals back and turn the game on its head and made it 2-1. Very poor defending from me, to be quite honest, from the Brighton defence. Quite lucky to hit the post and bounce straight into his own teammate, and that's how the game ended. That's how the story is. And unfortunately, we are not going to be able to qualify for Europa League knockouts. So we are officially out of the Europa League, unfortunately. But this season is definitely going to be relying on Premier League and, the cup competition and league competition in FA Cup and the League Cup. So it's time to send a few more scouts out. We're going to send one to Italy and one to Brazil, just to see if we can, get the next, Maldini or Pirlo or next Neymar or something, or next Pele. So, yeah, hopefully we can get something exciting from the scout report. But we've got Chelsea up next in our final game of the episode. Chelsea, who are on a losing streak, we've currently doing in real life have bet Tottenham, as I'm recording this. They've bet Tottenham 4-1, so it's quite realistic. Chelsea are in this save, they are 14th position. They've lost 5 of their last 5 matches, so they're on a losing streak, and hopefully we want to continue that losing streak. But we want to, give a few players a decent chance. Here, as you guys can see, we're going to put Felix Marshall on the bench, and we're also going to put, I think his name's Mario Guedes on the bench as well. So hopefully they can get their debut. But if we're not playing too well, if it's a tight game, then we'll keep it. We'll keep it for the next episode to get the debut. But if we're playing quite well, we'll substitute in those 2 young talents to give them a bit of experience and give them a bit of give them a little taste of the Premier League and the expectations that we are expecting of them to reach their high potential, and maybe use them in the later on down the line. But against Chelsea, it's not going to be easy here at Stamford Bridge. But we do get quite lucky. Ansu Fati, who has been playing quite decent on loan from Barcelona. Obviously, we could make that deal permanent. He's such a great player. He's quite versatile. He can play up front, on the left, on the right, which he is playing for this match. He's playing off the right. It's quite interesting finish, that one. He didn't get the ball in the back of the net. That's all that mattered. That's all I wanted to see, the ball in the back of the net. But yeah, we definitely... Chelsea did definitely, rule the possession, and I did check at halftime, it was about like 60-40 possession to Chelsea, so they were definitely the better side, but we were definitely the more clinical side, and you'll see this more in the second half. Chelsea definitely pushing on to get the late equaliser, but very, very, very big saves from Verbruggen, keeping us in the lead. So with a few tired legs, Estupinian knackered, Ferguson knackered, Joao Pedro also knackered. We're going to bring in the 2 youngsters in Felix Marshall and Mario Guedes, I believe how you pronounce his name, the Portuguese, and the homegrown talent here, Felix Marshall. Obviously the 2 former Chelsea players in Billy Gilmore and Jorginho are going to be playing in the midfield. Jorginho there to bring in the experience. So yeah, making all 5 subs with only 25 or so minutes to go. Quite risky, but hopefully we can see this game out. Chelsea were very, very unlucky to get a goal. But you can't complain when you have a keeper of this sort of caliber keeping you in this game, keeping you ahead, and making save after save. We almost went 2-0 up, but it was another great save from another great keeper, Sanchez, former player of Brighton as well. So yeah, we did manage to see the game out to 1-0, and we do extend our winning streak going. And yeah, we do get a very good clean sheet as well. So next episode, we're going to be facing Brentford, Burnley, Marseille, and Arsenal. So hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the bell. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and peace out.